Hello everyone, welcome to our GosuNoob.com stream. We're going to be playing Gwent, the closed beta. It's a card game set in the Witcher universe. We already did some streams before of this, and we continue our coverage of the game and just enjoying the game basically by playing a special deck that we constructed last night with the Twitch crowd. People in Twitch chat commented, gave suggestions, and we were able to build a deck that really looks decent. It's an interesting way to play, and I think it's going to be one of the viable options in closed beta so far. Anyways, let's take a look at our monster weather control deck. All right. So, as the name implies, it relies heavily on you playing weather cards, okay? And you need units that are going to go in conjunction with that effect. So, we have these Wild Hunt Riders here. Once you put one of them down, all the other ones get placed on the board as well. And they're immune to frost, which is pretty good. These dudes are immune to frost as well, and they ping one of the enemy units. Since they remove one strength from the unit and get buffed by 2, if you play a weather card before that or something, all the enemy's units will be at 1, and then you can just ping those and remove them from the board entirely, and then buff these guys as well. So they're kind of like a good combo together with the weather card. Ice Giant is one of the more expensive cards in this deck, and I actually had to craft it for 200 scraps. It's a silver card, and he gets buffed by 7 if you play Frost while he's on the board, and obviously that's something that we're gonna go for. Ciri and Geralt are, you know, important cards because you're always gonna have one of these two. As a monster player, there's a strategy that's overwhelming right now in the meta, where you play a very high-powered card and then you just pass. And since monsters have a unit that stays on the board after the round is complete, you're almost guaranteed to get Geralt to stay on the board for round 2. You do lose the first round, but then you have kind of a card advantage because you have a high-powered unit down on the board. Ciri is there if you want to lose as well. She's pretty good because you're going to be losing one of the rounds anyways. Now we go to the Foglets, and there's synergy with the Fog card. So whenever you play a Fog card, these get spawned. Whether they're dead or in your deck, they're going to get spawned. The only way they're not going to be on the board is if you have them in your hand. So you want to mulligan so you remove all the Foglets from your initial draw. And these guys get buffed by a fog each round by 1 point, which is cool. So that's a synergy right there. And then these 3 cards. Alright, this card is just so useful in every possible way, okay? Goner Aldim, when you play it, he creates 3 shadow units. That's 3 power 1 small guys that get placed on the melee row, and then they ping the opponent units with 1 damage. So what happens here is basically you have 8 power on the board right there as you play him, and then you remove 3 power from the opponent, which basically makes playing this card like playing an 11 strength card, which is just a great value right there. Also, if you played a weather card before that, he's gonna remove 3 units, or you know, at least, you know, try to remove it, maybe even 3 units. Manicore, because I didn't have anything else to play, I need high-powered units for the monster concede combo. And then we have the Water Hag. She's not a necessity in this deck. It's one of the cards that I got in one of the packs, and since she plays rain and is immune to rain, that's good versus some of the decks like Skellige or Northern Realms. Also, since we're doing a weather control deck, we might as well have a third weather card in there via this water hag. Now, for the removals, we have Stammelford's Tremors, which is an awesome card all around. I really recommend you get this card any way you can, because it removes 2 strength from all opposing non-gold units. So if your opponent has a lot of bronze units in the final round, and you cast this, you're going to remove like 10 or 16 damage from the board or something like that. It's a good card, right? But if you played it with the weather effects, you could actually just clear the opponent's board entirely with this, and that's a good removal right there. Commander's Horn is good because it's going to buff like these guys or these guys here, so you know it's a good card. We need to play Frost. We need to have at least 2 of those in the deck. I'm actually thinking about adding a third one for both Fog and Frost, because I really want to have these 2 cards in my hand at any given round. A Scorch is like, you have to have Scorch, right? And then Lacerate is just another removal card. I'm not really sure. It's not necessary since I have the Tremors, but let's just have one more card in there. Now I have 27 cards with the addition of these 2 weather cards. That's not ideal. I could remove my Mana Core here and perhaps Lacerate, but let's just see how this works out. I just want to increase my chances of getting these 2 cards in the hand, because as the title says, it's a weather control monster deck. We need weather, right?
You shall die, worm.
Okay, so we don't want any foglets in our hand. That's rule of thumb for this mulligan. Wild Hunt Warriors in your hand are fine. You can have even multiple copies of them. Water Hag and Gonoradym, they're not necessary to be drawn. Like in the first round, you don't really have to have them, but since I really don't mind having him here. Yeah, it's another where if I click again and I get a Foglet, it's gonna be tough. No. Alright. So now instead of being like a regular monster guy and playing just a big card right away and then passing, hey Fearless Bra, I'll answer that question in a second. What I want to do is basically just get Foglets out, so they're in my graveyard, and then maybe I can later draw them in rounds 2 and 3 by another Fog, or if the opponent plays Fog.
I fear nothing!
Okay. So since we have Fog down, we might as well play the Fog combo. So Fearless Bra, you asked about where can you download Gwent. You need to go to playgwent.com and then apply for the beta. And then if you get the key, get the invite to the beta, you're gonna get the key, and then you just follow the link that they provide you with. You have to have a GOG.com account. That's the like a Steam of. Oh, we can ping this.
Resistance is futile.
And then ping another one.
Comes for you.
And then I can pass right now, because everything he does right now, he has to spend a lot of cards to catch up. He has to spend like 16, has to have 16 to catch up. So, I mean, I'm in a good position here. I don't really have to win. I don't really have to like play any more cards to increase my advantage. So yeah, getting Gwent, apply for the closed beta on playgwent.com. If you get the invite through email, just follow the instructions there. You're gonna need a GOG.com account, and then you can download the game through GOG client, which is kind of like a Steam thing that CD Projekt Red has. There we go. He had to play a lot of cards. Now I have a card advantage and a unit that stays down. Pity it was not the Foglet, but that's fine.
Kill! Maim! Destroy!
Alright. So, add 2 strength to any non-gold unit played on this unit's row. He's gonna go all in, so
Damn it.
I'm just gonna play my gold cards, which can be removed, and make him play all the cards that he
I
has.
need your heart!
And then, since he's Skellige, he can't really convert these cards into gold units like Northern Realms can. So he's susceptible to my Biting Frost. Like, he's really vulnerable to it. So, you know, since I have all these anti-frost
I
units,
sense
I can
trouble.
just push my power up.
Not you again!
It's a silver card? That's nice. I have the weather effect for that as well. So this is basically what weather control is all about. He's still in a disadvantage.
Ested esa crisa.
Now I just want to think what unit I want to play. Well, this guy when he got played, so yeah. Let's remove 14 damage from him. That's gonna piss the hell out of him. Cause this guy's gonna get reset not to 18, he's gonna get reset to 5 or 6 or whatever his initial attack is. So I'm not in that much trouble, right? That's good. That's a good thing. He passed. Now we still have the card advantage, and one of these is gonna stay, and all of these are powerful. So we get 10 unit. That's good. Now the problem here is gonna be if he lacerates these guys, and he's gonna lacerate these guys, or he's gonna scorch them. It's not like I have any other units to play. No, it's just a matter of how to play these cards, like what's the proper way to do it. Let's assume he has Scorch. Because I want to play this next, and I'm hopefully going to remove that. Okay.
By the rates of Morhog!
That's fine.
What is it?
Because he has to have 11. Alright, that's fine. And now we play the Tremors, which removes 4 damage, and I already won. It's 17 to 11. So, that's it. The weather control deck worked out perfectly. We won the second round because of weather effects. We made him play more cards in the first round because of weather effects, and that was just all around good deck. Alright, let's play some weather monster deck. So Rage Quit Time asked in chat, how is the Northern Realms deck? Northern Realms deck is fine. It's all about buffing your units and cloning them. So the best strategy for you would be to get as many cards that you can clone and as many cards that clone cards. There's actually cards like that in the Northern Realms deck, and then you buff them, and then you buff them even more, and then the staple card for that is called Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush makes your units stay on the board for the next round as well. So what you want to do is buff like one unit real high or a couple of units real high, and then put Adrenaline Rush on them so they stay on there for the next round as well. It's really hard to remove. It's better if you like buff one of the units higher than the other ones, so they get scorched in that case. So yeah, there's no spy cards in Northern Realms like the amount that you had in when you played like Gwent in Witcher 3. Okay, Geralt's here, Fog's here, Frost's here, everything is here. I'm fine with this. Here's Northern Realms right now, so we'll see what's it like. So yeah. Yeah, there's no spies like in Northern Realms. And Nilfgaard was what am I playing here? I'm gonna play this combo for the next round, so I'm gonna do the fog thing now.
My studies are more important than this.
Now if he scorches me, I lose all my units. Which would be fun. You're welcome, Rage Quit Time.
Who takes an interest in cobblers? No one. Alright!
Hey, thanks for the follow as well, man. Much appreciated. Okay, so he played Thaler. That replaces cards. What do I want to play now, though? Well, I'm out of range of Scorch, so I can play Ciri.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
And that's gonna make things.
You stand before royal majesty.
There's a spy there, right there. And I'm gonna pass right now. But he increased my chance of having this card stay on the board, which is nice. So this dude is basically about redrawing cards, recycling cards to get some sort of combo that he wants. Let's see what stays on the board. Of course, it's a foggy, and I'm screwed. So that's fine. Alright, so now we play the standard monster strategy.
Any last words? Damn it.
Oh shit.
Ested esa crisa.
Okay, let's see if he plays another 8 damage on the board.
Death to the enemy!
He doesn't, so I can pass. Alright, so this is gonna be interesting. So people have moved beyond the basic decks that they get with the game, like the free decks. So we're starting to see different strategies happening here. Yeah, he can play that as much as he wants, but he just wasted that field medic though. I don't feel like that was a good play. But at least the playfield is equalized. We both have 8 cards, and now we'll see what happens. Ah, it's a pity that I didn't get the fog card here.
To lose.
Resurrect a non-gold.
Death to the enemy!
Okay, that's fine. So Northern Realms actually promotes units. Okay, so the moment he plays something like that, I'm gonna... put Frost down.
Virginia!
Now, it's a pity I don't have neither the Hag nor the Fog in my hand, so I could play some more weather cards in here. I would buy, like, Animator Euro Cup asks if it's worth buying kegs. Like in any card game, like any free-to-play card game. Shit, that's a very powerful card right there. That's a very powerful card, man. If he has these 3, that shit is crazy.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Alright, he's... yeah, that's... So I think the next thing he wants to do here is promote him. Let's prevent that. Since we have 2 Frost, we can play around with that.
I told you so, you idiot.
It's a pity I don't have Fog. Look at that. Now, do I lacerate these 2? And prevent... well, I'm not going to prevent anything. I'm just going to remove 6 damage from the board.
Bloody non-humans.
Resistance is futile.
Nice mess you've got here.
That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough win. He's gonna buff all these guys. That's what he's going for. That's for sure. He's gonna full test one of these guys. So now, just the question is how much.
Are you my
damage
friend?
can I have that
Always.
way? Oh shit! Such a pity that I don't have. Why is it 14 already though? Because there's Frost there already?
Crush those vermin!
Okay, he plays the last card and then it's my turn. Let's see how much damage I get this way. 14, 20, 29. So that's 60, 74. It's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be a draw. Fucking draw. It's a tie game. All right. So that's a very good deck that he played. Actually, I'd like to keep that. That was an awesome play right there. I had to play that Frost though, because I didn't know if he had Scorch. If I played the, I could have won this game if I played Commander's Horn, and then Frost in the last part. But then, why did he buff those two guys though in the Frost row? That's interesting. I gotta watch the replay here. That's gonna be fine. That was a nice game though. This game, this is why this game is. Gwent is so much more fun than other card games that I played. It's just